The stars have aligned. You eclipse me. Why?
That piece of paper you've got there, I kind of need that.
Fell from the sky. I think it's my horoscope.
No, that's a piece of the engine page.
It says I am driven and oil-consuming. This is so true for me.
What?
Dusty, I bet we can find something that fits this guy even better and make a trait.
Nah, we need all 4 pieces of the engine page for it to work. Nah, we need all 4 pieces of the engine page for it to work. The engine page! Coming through! Disperse this crowd!
Hey, not your
I got
turn.
things to say!
No, me. We are all beautiful beliefs, but
I just want to sing.
No, I want to go. La la la!
Okay, enough already!
Man, we won't be able to pass unless we find someone who can make these opinions move aside.
Live on the edge. The earth is a pancake. Don't be square. Join the flatmates. It's an empty notebook. Maybe someone around here has some wisdom we can put in it. Nah, but if we find an opinion with something a little more useful to say, then we could put it in the notebook. Nah. The book's empty, but the opinion would probably trade if it had a horoscope that fitted it.
It's not your turn.
No, me!
Let's find someone who can organize these opinions.
Great! Another piece of the engine page. 2 to go.
seek within, and you shall find yourself.
We're right here. We're looking for a piece of paper.
I too was lost. Now I'm profound. Let me guide you to the better you.
The what?
At times, you are extroverted, affable, sociable. while at other times you are introverted, wary, and reserved.
Well, that's kind of true for most.
You have a tendency to be critical of yourself.
Yeah, that's something everyone has in common.
Enough generic guru babble. This isn't going to help anyone. Could you write some of your generic self-help truth stuff down for me?
Sure, I live to spread the gospel.
Someone had a party here?
What a mess!
Forget about cleaning up. We'll just build a spaceship and terraform another planet to live on. Easy as pie.
Nope. Certainly not.
I was born under a lucky star.
Hey, Starman! Have a look at this.
You pride yourself as an independent thinker and do not accept others' statements without satisfactory proof. Whoa, this is so true for me.
Yeah, right? That's totally you!
If someone wrote it down, it must be true. This must be my horoscope. Okay, yeah, you can have this old engine thingy. It was kind of grinding my gears anyway.
Finally! Only one more piece of the engine and there's liftoff.
I have something to say. Hey, me first. It's not your turn.
No, me. Let's find someone who can organize these opinions.
Ouch! Ouch!
I wish I had two noses and one ear so I could smell in stereo.
I hope you'll enjoy your stay in the ditch forever.
Man, we need to get out of here.
The moon is more important than the sun. It brings light in the dark. The sun just lights up when it's already daytime.
Hey, what's happening?
Have you seen a piece of paper around here?
I give the orders, you follow them. You see?
A bit bossy, are we?
Now, take me to my employees. You think you can do that?
Man, just listen for a second.
Hut hut, a ship is missing its lighthouse. Move it, Gunk. I want you to give me 110%. Early bird gets the worm. Let's go.
Hey you! Listen, I found you a conductor.
Stop interrupting me. My turn.
It's my turn.
Hey, what's happening? We need to touch base here.
Huh? Touch what?
Let's synergize, people.
Oh, okay.
Okay, team. We might have been discarded, but let's tell our friends what we really are.
That's the entire engine page.
Great work. Let's get into the flying book and get out of here.
Won't affect me. I can still try, 'cause it's only my 5th beer. Crystals will heal my leg. Vaccines cause autism. Those new fax machines are great.
Okay, Book. Let's get you back on your wings.
Aw, look at it flap. I think it likes you, Dusty.
Okay, let's just get out of this place. Up and away. I hope we never see that place again.
I can't believe those opinions were so happy to be there.
Probably the only place they've ever been accepted. Whew, we're coming back to the surface.
Some detour. Have anything to say to the useless book? Huh?
Well, I guess it's not too bad. For a book.
Let's complete the 3rd trial and find out what's wrong with this maze. Hey, Dusty, do you think we have a purpose? What if we don't?
I'm courage, Piper. My purpose is to overcome the mind's fears. What else would I do?
What's this now? wonder if all of this really exists?
Why would I? I can see it exists.
Yeah, but how do you know we're real and not like part of some fiction? A figment of someone's imagination!
Jeez, you really gotta stop reading so many books.
Shards. Wrong book again. I think it's worth having a closer look at the pattern in this room. Opinions come from. Do you think other minds exist?
Nah, not really.
But what was there before the mind then? There couldn't have just been nothing, right? I guess we'll never know for sure.
Yeah.
Failing is a part of trying, Dusty. Give it another go.
All these books look the same. One more time.
Dusty, does free will exist? Or are we just controlled by the mind?
Of course. I swing my sword when I want to. And I always want to swing my sword.
Do you feel compelled to do it?
Stop pushing my buttons, Piper. here. So, this must be the final trial. The shrine inscription reads, "In the shade of bewilderment, your thoughts will deceive, and the path to enlightenment can be hard to perceive." The shrine inscription reads, "In the shade of bewilderment, your thoughts will deceive, and the path to enlightenment can be hard to perceive."
That was a leap of faith, huh?
Yeah, we must be close to the maze exit.
I think we've reached the final room.
Yeah, and there's an opinion that can't get through. Hey, opinion, who are you?
You are never too old to learn to play an instrument.
Oh, that poor opinion shouldn't be stuck here.
Right. The whole validation instrument seems to be out of order. So these turn. They seem to be misaligned. The light seems to surge from the middle speck. I bet we need to guide the light into the statue. Thanks.
That did the trick!
The validation instrument turns on.
Woohoo! Validation. I will serve the mind to the best of my abilities.
We did it! Look at it go!
That feeling. Whoa, here it comes. Oof, another cardinal stone.
stone was generated. Getting through the maze was an act of wisdom.
Yeah, it does seem that way. I guess you got that one thing right, Birdie.
You beat the maze using your smarts.
I did whack a bunch of stuff.
Nah, it wasn't just the whacking.
Yeah, you're right. I also rolled. I think that house belongs to the thought on postmodernism. I don't get it.
Don't get worked up, Dusty. It's just a construct of the mind.
So what? So is everything around here.
Whoa! I'm on your side, buddy!
Okay, here we go again. The Cardinal Stone of Wisdom.
And think about that garden in the summer. Oh, we should get a swing set too.
We haven't signed yet. The budget is going to be tight. The mortgage and that student loan.
We've already been over this, Angela. I can make it work. We just gotta think outside the box.
Yeah, I guess.
The moral compass is aligning itself. I feel the core reverberating. Knowledge speaks. Wisdom listens.
Exactly! The core knows its wisdom, so maybe you should listen.
Knowledge speaks, Piper.
Hey! Thanks, Go! A bird brain! I'm up here, remember?
Are you joining the fun or what?
Oh, just you wait. My sword is gonna crack you up.
Boo! You're acting so predictable!
Always doing what's expected of you!
Come say hello when you're ready to make some actual change!
Yeah. If we can just find one more cardinal stone, we can raise the compass high enough to get to the jester. Hey, don't we know you?
You are never too old to learn to play an instrument.
Aww, the opinion from the ethics maze has already found its place in the mind.
The Creed Valley Capitol is just down the road.
There's always something exciting going on in the city.
Something happened downtown. It's scary.
Get it out, watch the ball out. Away!
Oh no! What's this? Looks like the opinion on justice. It has been knocked out cold.
One of the other opinions must have done this. I'll beat the truth out of him.
Dusty, no! We should investigate this.
And listen to opinions? Sounds like a waste of time to me.
Please, Dusty. Unless you don't think you can do it, chicken.
You're the chicken. Looks like we have a crime mystery on our hands.
Look! The opinion on justice dropped its detective journal and camera.
I guess you want me to use that. Fine. We'll try this your way then. The crime scene is our first clue.
Great! Let's add that picture to the detective journal. Okay, detective. We can keep track of the clues here as we gather them. Should help us establish the events surrounding the crime so we can solve it.
The opinion on justice is our victim. It can't be the culprit.
You're right. Turn its photo so we know it's out of the picture.
There we go. Maybe the opinion on justice knocked it. Let's rule out night
No way,
as the time
Dusty.
of the crime.
Someone else must have done it.
I've changed my mind on this one. The crime didn't happen in the afternoon. On second thought, I don't think the crime happened in the morning. Let me have another look at this one. It's a glass cane. Deadly, but easily breakable.
It's a blunt object. Could that have been used to knock out the opinion on justice?
Good question. I'll put the picture of the weapon in the journal. The fragile glass cane doesn't work.
Yeah, it would have broken if it was used to hit someone on the head.
Excuse me, do you know what happened here?
I saw nothing. The opinion on justice has just been lying around on the porch since yesterday. Someone should really do something about this mess.
So, all this happened yesterday. But what time of day? Maybe someone else knows something.
A rusty old shovel. Makes my hands get dirty just from looking at it.
A potential weapon. Did that knock out the opinion on justice? Let's see if we can find some more weapons around here before we move further into the city.
Yeah, you're right, Piper. Long, sharp, and dangerous. Almost too perfect if you want to hurt someone.
Very suspicious. Is there anything that rules it out as the weapon used for the crime? The opinion on justice has been knocked out cold. Poor guy.
It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object.
Hey, Dusty, let's make sure we rule out the right clues in the journal before we move on.
A rusty old shovel. Makes my hands get dirty just from looking at it.
A potential weapon. Did that knock out the opinion on justice?
don't think the crime happened in the morning. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. You're back on the table. Maybe it's too early to eliminate this one. Let's rule out night as the time of the crime. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. It's a glass cane. Deadly, but easily breakable.
It's a blunt object. Could that have been used to knock out the opinion on justice?
I don't think the crime happened in the morning. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object.
The opinion on justice has just been lying around on the porch since yesterday.
I've changed my mind on this one. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. On second thought, it has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. Let me have another look at this one. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. Long, sharp, and dangerous. Almost too perfect if you want to hurt someone.
Very suspicious. Is there anything that rules it out as the weapon used for the crime?
Don't do that.
Let's look at some of those clues. I don't think the journal's right yet.
A rusty old shovel. Makes my hands get dirty just from looking at it.
A potential weapon. Did that knock out the opinion on justice?
That's it. I think I've got it now.
Great deduction, Detective. If we use this approach, we should be able to solve the crime.
I'm on the case. Huh. Must be the culprit's footprints.
The culprit must be hiding in the town. Let's follow them.
Visitors, what are the odds?
The mind's rationalizer. It analyzes knowledge and...
34.7%. What a considerable surprise.
There's been a crime.
We have a feeling the culprit is hiding in town.
Feelings are irrational and therefore useless.
All right. Could you help us make sense of this situation so we can arrest the guilty opinion?
Probability is 100%. Yes, I could.
Show the rationalizer the clues in the journal.
All right, let's try.
Rationalizing. Data is insufficient. I need more information.
But once we've narrowed down the time of the crime, the weapon used, and the opinion who did it, we can verify we've got the right culprit. Got it. Stop it! Don't do that! I'm standing here! Cutting edge technology. Sharp and pointy. Not the weapon we're looking for. You're back on the table. Spiky and defensive. One hit would leave you full of holes. The opinion on velocity has been rolling around outside its house.
Interested. Yeehaw!
Did you see or hear anything suspicious yesterday?
I felt horrible when I was woken by the crime. I hate morning hair.
Did you witness the crime that took place yesterday?
I only saw the back of the culprit, and it was blue. Dabba-dee-dabba-die. I only saw the back of the culprit, and it was blue. Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
I know it was nailed to the wall for safety years ago, but I miss my hammering glory days.
It's bolted to the wall. Somebody got tired of hitting themselves on their fingers. More footprints. The culprit ran this way.
It really ran off its feet to escape.
The culprit passed the bridge. The crime must have happened while the mine was closed. The trail disappears here. The culprit could be anywhere in town. Must be the culprit's gloves. No dirt. The weapon must have been clean when it was used.
I'm so sorry, hun. You know I work extra hours so you can get the things you want. Here's your present. Happy birthday!
The opinion is outside its house. No answer. The opinion must be out of the house. When I start exercising, my body hurts and tells me to stop. I'm not going anywhere.
So this opinion will only move when the mind is open.
Seems one of the opinions wrote this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. It was morning, so I was cranky. A receipt for the town's new baseball bat. It was delivered at noon today. Robust and classy. Lightens the mood wherever it's used. Except when used to hit someone on the head. I wander through the night, pouring rain, cloudy mind, looking for answers. There are no happy endings in this city. I tried drowning my sorrows in cerebrum cider, but the little critters learned how to swim.
Yellow is the best color. End of discussion.
A picture says more than 1,000 words. That's what people tell me anyway. I wouldn't know. I can't read.
The opinion on books drew itself on the sign.
Yeah, I think that opinion is unable to write.
Watch them testing. Ow! brand new bat. Makes the top of every hand weapon hit list. It carries the town's coat of arms. That's all clues.
Turn the right pictures and put it in the rationalizer.
Right. Let's solve this crime. The crime didn't happen in the afternoon. Let's rule out this weapon. I don't think it's this weapon. Probably not this weapon. Maybe it's too early to eliminate this one. I've changed my mind on this one. On second thought, the culprit didn't use this weapon. Let me have another look at this one. You're back on the table. Not the weapon we're looking for. I don't think this opinion is the culprit.
Yellow is the best color. End of discussion. Oh, stop that! Oh!
It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object. Maybe it's too early to eliminate this one. Let's rule out this opinion. I've changed my mind on this one. The crime didn't happen in the afternoon. Let's rule out this weapon. Let's rule out night as the time of the crime. I don't think it's this weapon. Probably not this weapon. The culprit didn't use this weapon. On second thought, not our culprit. I'll eliminate this opinion. Let's turn this opinion around. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object.
Logic is irrational.
Didn't work.
You have to pick only one culprit, one weapon, and one time of the day in the journal.
Let me have another look at this one. You're back on the table. Maybe it's too early to eliminate this one. Let's rule out night as the time of the crime.
If it's not fast, I'm not interested. Yeehaw!
The opinion on velocity has been rolling around outside its house. Spiky and defensive. One hit would leave you full of holes. I love moving around. I can go everywhere. I don't think this opinion is the culprit. Let's rule out this opinion. Not our culprit. It has a big bump on the head. The culprit must have used a blunt object.
Yeah!